Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Remember last year we covered a lot of the OTAs. I thought we're going to do some covering of this too. I had the video uploaded earlier about Calvin Austin. Yesterday we seen Calvin Austin, zooming across the field and stuff like that. We seen him shine last year too in OTAs. I just want to see him, do it on the field like that. So hopefully he stay healthy, because I'm telling you, if he stay healthy and he becomes what we think he can be, he's going to be a big-time piece for the team and stuff. But today in OTAs, we also seen some other things too. TJ Watt shows up today. And like in OTAs, like I think it's not mandatory. Well, some things sometimes mandatory. They had the mandatory days, but I think the early on ones are kind of like not mandatory. I don't know if today one was mandatory or not. But TJ Watt showed up. And chemistry is always important too. Having the chemistry there with the team, because that importance, like in late game situations or late during the season like that. Just having that connection with a guy, we can just look at him and be like, okay, we know what he's gonna do. We're on the same page. And they said like just seeing TJ Watt out there, Alex Highsmith out there, TJ Watt being our highest paid player out there, and then Alex Highsmith being out there too. He in negotiation with his contract as well. Hopefully they do get a good deal for him on both sides like that, and get a long-term deal so he can be a Steeler for a while, because he's gonna be very, very special. But I think chemistry is always important. Chemistry is the main thing, and you need chemistry for the team. We've seen a lot of teams throughout history try to like just put pieces together. It doesn't work out too well. Sometimes you need that chemistry. I need to start using my mic. I keep forgetting my mic is literally right here, and I do not use my mic at all. I need to start using my mic. But chemistry is very important for the team, and hopefully it gets done, because last year we seen them kind of get in sync a little bit more. In the second half of the season, they started playing better and better. And now with Kenny Pickett getting the first team reps, which is the next discussion on this video right here, we're seeing him improve a lot. We're seeing Kenny Pickett go out there and being more of a vocal leader and stuff. Of course, he had that vocal leadership he had in the first season too, like that, but you're a rookie, so you don't really carry as much. They want to see if you make those big plays and big moments. When they seen him make those game-winning drives and those big-time plays, some of the players like, okay, this guy is legit, so let's start, buying into him like that. Sometimes you got to go out there and show the veterans and show some people like that you actually hear. You're not just feel like he's the first round pick. You feel entitled. They can go out here and tell us what to do. Kenny Pickett proved on the field. He earned his stripes on the field, and now those guys are listening to him. They said now Kenny Pickett is out there showing leadership, showing the things that he like on the field. I believe they said that, and the things they don't like, and the things he want to like get in sync with his players. They had Miles Boykin out there and stuff like that. He was discussing how Kenny Pickett leadership has improved a lot, and it's gonna be nice to see, because like I mentioned before, the Steelers want to get back, kind of like Station Australia was saying last time in the video, about Steelers want to get back to that old school football, just running the football, pounding the football like that, and just getting back to our old school style. That's how we won the championships in the past, by running the football and using that to set up our passing game. And when you have a guy like Kenny Pickett, who is mobile, a quarterback who can get out the pocket, who can run as well, that's going to open up so much stuff when you can run the football like that with that 1-2 punch with Najee and Jaylen Warren, and then you can set up play action, and Kenny Pickett get the option to either throw the ball, and with his leg ability too, he can do a play action bootleg, and it can turn it the other way, and then maybe like run and get the yards himself sometimes. So it opens up so many doors when you have, and opens so many things on the playbook as well when you have a quarterback like that. So hopefully everything stays in sync, and the O-line looks good too as well. We're seeing a battle in the O-line right now in the OTAs. At left tackle, you got Dan Moore and you got Broderick Jones. Now, Broderick Jones didn't get selected with the first pick just to be sitting on the bench. I don't believe so. So I think most likely he'll win it in the end. But Steelers don't like to give make the rookies feel entitled, like because you're an early pick, you're gonna come in here and just take over. No, you got to earn your spot still. Even though we kind of know that he's gonna get the spot, but you still got to earn your spot. You got to go out there and prove it, because they want to see if you had that mentality, like when nothing is not given to you, when you're out there and you got to play for it, you have to earn it, you have to go and grind for it. What you're gonna do? That's how you see what players are mentally tough, and what players going to buy into the system and buy into like, okay, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to keep playing hard, I'm going to win this spot and earn this spot like that the right way. So that's kind of like a little tactic that Mike Tomlin used and the Steelers used throughout history and stuff like that, just to motivate the players and help them go out there to perform better. And then we look at some other things too with Darnell Washington. Darnell Washington being a big body out there. You seen some of the stuff on him on the OTAs? He's a big man. I don't know how big. I think he's 6'7", right? He'll be 6'7", 6'7", 6'8". He's a big dude, about 280 pounds most likely. He's out there. He's on like a power forward, really out there going crazy. Darnell Washington. His blocking going to be amazing. We've seen the blocking film. We've seen the tape. We've seen him out there doing things and stuff. But I know some people have concerns about the route running, because he doesn't look as shifty and as quick in his route running. He look a little like sloppy a little bit, but he's a bigger guy like that, so you're not gonna expect him to be like a prime time route runner like that. But just like Heath Miller, I'm not comparing him to Heath Miller, but Heath Miller wasn't the best route runner ever. But we see, of course, he was still a solid route runner. But one thing Heath Miller had was that every time he was reliable. They call him old reliable, Heath Miller. Every time Big Ben needed somebody to go to on third down, every time Big Ben needed a play like that, who did he go to? Heath Miller. Heath Miller was always open. Even if he was covered, he was open because you just throw the ball in proximity. Jason Witten, same thing. Not the best. He's not known for his route running. Like Travis Kelce is a guy who's like a receiver a little bit. He can go out there and get lined up wide and mix it up and stuff like that. Very shifty. Heath Miller, Jason Witten types, Antonio Gates type. Those guys were not known for their route running, but they were known for their strong hands and their physicality and being reliable like that. Every time they needed a play, you throw the ball to Jason Witten. He might have run like 5 in the 40, most likely. Jason Witten did not move too fast. But guess what? Every time a play was needed, turn around went to him. Every time a play was needed for Phillip Rivers, we go to Antonio Gates. And Antonio Gates in the end zone was like unstoppable. I think Darnell Washington falls in those line of those players like Jason Witten types. I'm not saying he's them because those are Hall of Famers. Jason Witten and Antonio Gates are Hall of Famers. But like he falls in that type of play style a little bit. Might not be the fastest tight end. He got some speed on him though. He got some speed for a big guy too. He can move like that, but he might not be like the fastest and most shiftiest, but he's gonna be the most reliable, and he's a great blocker as well. It's gonna be good to see him how they use him in different ways, kind of like Antonio Gates was used with the Chargers and how Jason Witten was used with the Cowboys like that. I feel like he falls into that type of rim, which is good category. I'm not saying that he's those guys for people in the comment section be like, you compare him to Jason Witten, the Hall of Famer? Nah, I'm not comparing Jason Witten, but if he can put the work in, stay healthy, and just emerge into that type of play style like that, and be a reliable asset on third downs and stuff, that's what you get paid. The big time money comes from when you make the big plays and big moments like that. Of course, tight ends, you don't need to see a tight end put up 1,000 yards every season. That's great. They do, of course, that's amazing. But you want to see the tight ends be like, okay, he might have only 600, 700 yards, but you look at his games, you look at the plays he made throughout the game, his big time plays. He had a lot of touchdowns in the red zone. He's doing that. I think Darnell Washington can be one of those guys like that. Be a big time touchdown machine in the red zone and be a big time third down rely guy like that. You like, I'm gonna go to him right there. I'm gonna throw the ball to him and let him just make some magic out of it. And with Pat Freiermuth out there too, I'm telling you that 12 personnel is gonna be something different this year because teams gonna have to. Because Darnell Washington, if he starts showing they can be a consistent catcher too as well, and we've seen him do it at Georgia, teams gonna have to like figure something out like that. Remember the mix-up they had with the Patriots when they had Antonio Gates and they had Gronkowski? That was almost unstoppable to stop like that. Antonio Gates and Gronkowski. I said Antonio Gates. I mean, my camera died. Okay, Aaron Hernandez. I'm gonna say I said Antonio Gates. Aaron Hernandez like that. Aaron Hernandez and the Gronkowski mix-up they used to have back in the day. That was always it was always hard to guard because both of those guys were great blockers and they also was able to run routes and they like some big guys you can't put a cornerback on them because they're too little. You can't put a linebacker on them because they're too slow. So it was kind of hard to like stop them like that. That was like the good personnel, the 12 personnel the Patriots ran. It was very effective. They tried to recreate that a little bit when they had Hunter Henry and what's the guy name that played for Tennessee? The fast tight end, I forgot his name. But they had those guys that they signed a few years ago, but it didn't work out too well. I think they still have a chance to kind of recreate something like that, too, with Darnell Washington and Pat Freiermuth like that in that type of package. That's going to be nice to see. Also, Jaylen Warren looked very good, too. He bulked up. They say about 10 pounds heavier like that. Bulked up and stuff. I was supposed to do a video, too. I was going to do a video in the offseason. I was going to do TJ Watt's and Najee Harris workout plan and diet as well. I think I'm gonna do that too, a video like that. So I think TJ Watt was doing some crazy stuff. He do a lot of a lot of squatting and stuff. See, I don't be doing squats like that. I do leg stuff, of course, but more like leg pressing and stuff like that, calf raises and all types of stuff, single leg squats, and doing like the regular barbell squats. He had like I forgot what it's called. It's the one with the whole weight pad go over you like this, and like you have a full extension up. I was like, oh, he said he put 500 pounds on there. I was like, I can't do 500 pounds. I mean, I can do probably like 350 or 400, maybe, like that, but not too many reps. But 500 pounds, 550 pounds, oh, nah, you're going crazy. But I might do that video on one of these days like that. If I don't get broken in half by the workout, you'll see it one day. But Jaylen Warren has bulked up 10 to 15 pounds. He looks strong. He look explosive. Najee Harris, we were seeing him doing, I think it was yesterday, he was doing that workout. And like there's some type of like, I guess it's some type of agility workout a little bit. They had a little yoga ball out there. So like you're getting bounced around and hit, keeping your balance and like maintaining your balance doing the yoga. We see guys like, if you ever watch Derrick Henry workouts, got some crazy balance, some very crazy balance. Najee Harris got some crazy balance too, seeing them do like that. They like do, I think, one knee on the yoga ball, and they have like the tennis ball thrown to them. Like that, tennis ball thrown to him like that, and he was like, he had one knee like that. And sometimes I seen him have the weight. So he had the weights on his body, like the little chain weights. Had the chains on, like a weight hanging from his body, and then kind of like just catching a football like that and balancing it. And then had a little sled when they go side to side with the weight and stuff. There's a lot of different balance techniques to maintain your core strength and your explosion like that, and to keep your balance. Because you know when you're running through and getting hit from different angles as a running back, keeping your balance and like keeping the pace and keeping those legs moving is very important. But that's really all I got. Oh, actually, I forgot one thing. Levi Wallace. Levi Wallace had an interception in training camp against Kenny Pickett. He moved to right cornerback a little bit. I guess it's a better fit for him a little bit. And we seen JPJ yesterday soaking a lot of information up for Patrick Peterson, watching Patrick Peterson moves and stuff like that. It's going to be nice to see until the chemistry is building up for this team. It's already there, really, the chemistry from last year and years prior, especially with the defense and stuff. But I think like all the new faces that are getting merged in and seeing the Steelers culture getting implemented today, it's going to be nice to see. And I can't wait to see how things emerge. But that's all I got for this video today, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you guys like the most about the OTAs Part 2. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.